Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. About the characteristics of Samadhi, he read, that is Mahima read, the man established in Samadhi sees the upper region filled with Atman. It is pervasion. Now, it is like the whole physical world is filled with Atman. Filled with Atman means it is manifestation of Atman. It is like water has manifested in the form of eyes. In eyes, there is nothing else except water. Water is seen in different form. Now, water is manifesting as, suppose, steam, or still subtler. Steam can be experienced subtle as the water vapor in the air. Humidity you can't perceive with your physical eyes, but it's pervading every item, every atom of air is associated with that water vapor. And you cannot distinguish, it becomes so thin, your gross eyes cannot perceive it. These water particles in the air as humidity. Like that, God is manifesting as universe. Except God, nothing exists here. It is appearing that way. Water is appearing as steam. Water is appearing as ice. Water is appearing as humidity. Water is appearing as water. Now, so many ways water is manifesting. Like that, God has manifested as a table, as almirah, as mat, as light. All these are His manifestation. Except Him, nothing is there. When a manifested thing, each is different from other. Water vapor is different from ice, but they are one. The same water is in different forms, different names. Now, this identity, now the whole universe He sees as manifestation of God, as being pervaded by God, except God. The above region, the below region, the middle region, if you take the bodily existence, the gross body, subtle body, causal body, if you take the universe, the gross universe, the subtle universe, Hiranyagarbha, the causal, the Ishvara, the gross, the Virat, everything is Atman. He sees, there was in the earlier, before I went to training center, I went to training center in 1982 at Bailurmath, Calcutta. Now before that, much before, Mumukshananji was our principal Swamiji, and before that, one Bhava Maharaj was there. And he was an enlightened soul. He was the principal of the training center, where all brahmacharis who join the order after 3 years go to the training center. There we all will be brahmacharis, about 80 brahmacharis will be in an average. And the acharyas, 8 acharyas will take classes and one principal Swamiji will be there. All the acharyas are Swamis, elderly Swamis, well established in spiritual life and scriptural knowledge. So they take classes. Now, there was one principal earlier. He was there since the starting of the training center in 1956. Bhava Maharaj. And this Swamiji used to be an enlightened soul. He used to tell about his tapasya life, how he went for what was his. He used to always say that nothing exists except God. All this name form are just appearances. God alone is there. Dunya 3 kaal mein nahi tha. This universe, what we are seeing now with our physical eyes, was never there at any time, neither before nor at present, nor it will be there in future. Trikala abhadita. And that existence he used to see, experience and tell, oh, God alone exists, Atman alone abides. All this world you are seeing was never there, is never there. You are seeing, but it is not there. It is exactly like the mirage in desert. Even while driving the vehicle in hot sun, we see the damal road, tar road, covered with water. As we go ahead and try to touch that, it has gone far away, far away, far away, and it is not there. It was just an appearance, as if it is there. So this the whole thing is God and God alone. The upper region is Atman, the middle region is Atman, the nether region is Atman. He is reading this. He read. Adar and Mahima saluted the master and departed. At noon, the following day, after his midday meal, Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on a small couch when Ram, Surendra, and a few other devotees arrived from Calcutta. They were worried about the master's injured arm. The arm was bandaged. Yam was present. The writer who is noting it, he is also present. All these devotees have come from Calcutta and they are witnessing the master's hand is being injured. They are worried, concerned about it. Master to the devotees, the mother has put me in such a state of mind that I cannot hide anything from anyone. Mine is the condition of a child. Rakas does not understand it. He covers my injured arm, wrapping my body with a cloth lest others should see my injury and criticize me. He took to Dr. Madhu aside. He took Dr. Madhu aside and reported my illness. But I shouted and said, "Hello, where are you, Madhusudan? Come and see, my arm is broken." Most of the great souls, they don't hide anything. What to hide? Body belongs to this nature and it follows its dharma. But these devotees who are close to him want to cover that. Why do they cover? They don't want the people to say, "Oh, he is a good sadhu and he could not cure his own disease." Something like, how does a holy man who has given his body and mind to God suffer like this? These things come up in mind. So they want to hide. Now, with hiding, you cannot make a man a saint. By opening, you can make the man express or make the people know he is a saint. Saint can never hide anything. What is there to hide? When everything is God, what is there to hide? Their experiences are entirely different. And all devotees who come are like their own children. A saint looks upon everyone with the same concern, same attention, the same-sightedness. Now, this aspect of is there in Sri Ramakrishna also. He cannot hide. Like a child is nature. Suppose they say something about a person also. Where will they be? Within a few years, nobody will be there. Nor the one who criticized, nor the people who hear him, nor the people who are associated, seeing, or the person himself. The whole thing disappears in time. It appears to be there presently, but it doesn't last long. It appears and disappears. Everything is passing event. And formerly, even we people used to talk. We used to, how these people will take. As the time passes, life is going, there is no time. Let people think anything. Let us do our duty. That each one has to do his duty and quit. There is no time to think. When this awareness comes, slowly we shrink back. Enough. Let me hurry up now. So here Sri Ramakrishna is unable to hide like a child. Even Vinayakanandaji Maharaj, where I have stayed for a month or so, somewhere in Madhya Pradesh, he had cancer in the end. Ramana Maharshi had cancer in the end. Sri Ramakrishna had the cancer in the end. The Lakshman Chaitanya Maharaj, they don't want to disclose to people that he has got cancer. Because what people will think? Such a great man, such a great soul. Why did if karma is the cause of suffering, and what such karma this person might have done, that these things should happen to his body. They forget every great soul takes over the burden of the people so much as his body and mind can bear. It is not their karma they are working out. Most of them are the karmas that they take upon themselves out of compassion for the people. They won't be able to hold. So when the incarnation comes, how it would be. The body belongs to nature. It ends in a particular way. The nature makes the way. I used to sleep in the same room with Mathur and his wife. They took care of me as if I were their own child. I was then passing through a state of divine madness. Mathur would ask me, "Father, do you hear our conversation?" "Yes," I would reply. Once Mathur's wife became suspicious of his movements and said to him, "If you go anywhere, he must accompany you." One day Mathur went to a certain place and asked me to wait downstairs. He returned after half an hour and said to me, "Come, father, let's go." The carriage is waiting. When Mathur's wife asked me about it, I reported the thing correctly. I said to her, we went to a certain house. He told me to stay downstairs and himself went upstairs. He came down after half an hour and we left the place. Of course, she understood the thing in her own way. Now, you see, things as it is, guilelessness, they cannot manipulate and tell. Truth is told as it is because it is truth. And what is expected to tell is truth. Now, I can patch up. It will be like a symptomic treatment of something. The inside, the disease, cause of disease will remain. Externally, it appears to be removed for a short period. The symptoms are removed. The disease is still inside. It erupts out now and then. A partner of Mathur's estate used to take fruits and vegetables stealthily from the temple garden. When the other partners asked me about it, I told them the exact truth. Small acts, especially talking, vaka, is a karmendriya. Whatever you do, if you tell a thing, if it is incorrect, you are talking something you are doing a great karma. You have to work out. That's why Holy Mother used to say, talk very little, as much as needed, which you cannot avoid. Unavoidable things you speak and maintain that. And she used to say, oh, don't you, what you have to tell in minimum number of words, in a shortest way, and then finish it off. And don't look back, and don't, wherever quarrel has formed, wherever these clashes have formed, wars, it's all because of speech. A talk converts so many things. So that aspect. Sunday, February 24th, 1884, Sri Ramakrishna was resting in his room after midday meal. February 24th, 1884. And Mani Malik was sitting on the floor beside him. When M arrived, M saluted the master and sat down beside Mani. The master's injured arm was bandaged. Master to M, how did you come? M, I came as far as Alam Bazar in a carriage, and from there I walked. Manilal, oh, he is so hot. Master with a smile. This makes me think that all these are not mere fancies of my brain. Otherwise, why should these Englishmen take so much trouble to come here? Sri Ramakrishna is expressing a divine, specific divine will behind what is happening. Now, commonly we see, I am doing, she is doing, he is doing, all the doings, and he is enjoying all that. We are observing as individualized. Behind all that, the whole play going on in this universe, there is divine will. How the universe must come up, how it should go, how the jivas will be working, how their reactions from the nature comes, all action and reaction, everything Sri Ramakrishna will be witnessing. At the same time, he is aware that all these are happening by divine will, but certain things are happening by specific will of God. When it comes to the avatara, incarnation of God, there is specific will working apart from the general will. General will, the universe moves as a pattern. Lives move as a pattern in a common way. Laws of nature will be working. Here, the presence of God, the participation of God becomes an important factor where specific divine will is working. Divine will is bringing them here for their evolution. Master, now and then I become impatient about my arm. I show it to this and that man and ask him whether I shall get well again. That makes Rakhal angry. He does not understand my mood. Now and then I say to myself, let him go away. Again I say to Mother, where will he go? Why should he burn himself in the frying pan of this world? How the compassionate heart works, you see. He has come, he has taken refuge, he has his own ways of seeing and thinking. He has not grown to the spiritual insight by which he can see the world. He sees practically what is happening and how all behave in the same way, with the normal human understanding. Then appears a little higher way of seeing things and managing things, and we call it wisdom. Wisdom. To see the divine will behind is the ultimate, where my ego becomes zero. We see everything happening. And incarnation have got that great love and compassion because of which they have taken the human birth and come to this world. Now you can imagine, the Rakhal has come and he is serving master. And Sri Ramakrishna is telling, it does not understand my mood. It doesn't understand what I expect, what I am doing, and in what mood I am there. Now and then I say to myself, let him go away. Because he is obstructing my work, the mission with which I came. You should not talk to them, you should not disclose this, covering the hand and all that. People should not see, the arm is broken. All this makes him irritate Sri Ramakrishna. Oh, why should I, for the benefit of world I have come, and this one person seems to be obstructing my path, my purpose for which I have come. Then he thinks, oh, let this obstruction go away. But then next moment he thinks, where will he go? He has taken refuge here and serving me. If we ask him to go, where will he go? How will we live? That compassion. Mother, again I say to Mother, where will he go? Why should he burn himself in the frying pan of this world? Suppose he is sent away and he goes into the world, constant suffering. He is not meant for that. doesn't have karmic load to work out. He has come for the Master's work. They are all freed souls, liberated souls appearing on the earth. Sri Ramakrishna says, why should, the moment they enter into the world, they will start suffering. A spiritual aspirant cannot easily live in this world, but is being carried away. Now, this aspect of Sri Ramakrishna lovingly thinks, where will he go? What will be his future? Why should he get burned in the fire of this world? And we don't understand till we enter into the world that it is a frying pan. It looks nice. The moment we jump into it, we start burning. So Sri Ramakrishna says, why should we be exposed to the world? Why should we fall into the world? Suppose I say, let him go. Where will he go? How will he go? Well, then, where then is the faith in God? Frying pan. This childlike impatience of mine is nothing new. I used to ask Madhur Babu to feel my pulse and tell me whether I am ill. Well, where then is my faith in God? Once I was going to Kamarpukur in a bullock cart, and several persons came up to the cart and with clubs in their hands. They looked like highwaymen. I began to chant the names of gods. Sometimes I repeated the names Rama and Durga, and sometimes Om Tat Sat Om. So that in the case one failed, another would work. To M. Can you tell me, why am I so impatient? M. Your mind, sir, is always absorbed in samadhi. You have kept fraction of it on the body for the welfare of the devotees. Therefore, you feel impatient now and then for your body's safety. How it is developing, you see. The facts are developing. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.